This is live for myself, and I'm back. And I bet you're happy. Hi. You know that I've always been controversial. And you know that I've gone out there for a long time looking for kids. Children of the streets. My idea was to save children who were victims of child sexual abuse. That was my goal. I was attacked at first on the web by parents who thought that I was out there to take children away who were being falsely taken away for spankings, for things that they should not have been taken away for. I was on the web for child sexual abuse, children of the night, children who had been exposed and taken away for child pornography. This had not much to do with parents. This had to do with the sex trade, sex trafficking of children. It is rare out in the United States when our streetwalkers are in the sex trafficking arena. They usually are willingly out there if they're over the age of 18. They are usually willingly out there because of drugs, alcohol, and abuse that they did suffer at home while growing up. They are out there because they were not wanted, and some are out there because they prefer to be out there. Some are out there because they enjoy their trade. There are two different kinds of prostitutes out in the Nevada area. There are the rogue prostitutes who work the streets. They're not supposed to be rogue prostitutes out in Nevada. Out in Nevada, it is legal to prostitute if you work in the homes. You have to fill out an application. You have to qualify. You have to come clean. No drugs, no booze, no STDs. You are seen by a regular physician. There are some girls wanting to become in those positions, and there are many who do not. There are some who simply do not want to become over there in those positions. There are some who have nothing but they feel are a slave to those trades. If you're caught in Nevada prostituting on those streets, you are arrested, and you are not given a fine. You are arrested, and you are removed out of that town, or you are put into their jails. They do not take it lightly there. They're gone. In the rest of the United States, children are moved from city to city. Names are erased. Social security cards are left behind. Birth certificates differ. The faceless strangers, faceless people. Some of the kids end up dead. None of them ever found again. Some of them are. Some of them don't want to be found again. I guess it comes down to who are these people and why do they exist? And should prostitution be legalized? It's been around since the beginning of time. It is the oldest profession. And is it a sin? What is a sin? Is it a sin for somebody over 18 to want to be? And is it a crime? If it's controlled, is it a crime? Is it a crime for the homes or the house with Madam over in Nevada? She doesn't seem to think so. The girls who work at there don't seem to think so at all. They're quite happy. They have medical, they have dental, they're safe, and they're clean. The rogues aren't. The rogues die. The rogues aren't clean. Many of them are drug addicted. Many are mentally ill. And some don't make it off the streets. They die. There's a place in Nevada that caught my eye. Hookersfor. Over a year ago. I know about it. Never been there. I thought for sure it was a good thing. I did. There's only one problem. No counseling. No AA meetings. No NA meetings. Constant church. Prayer. Nothing's wrong with prayer. Nobody ever said it was. They get 3 months of prayer. That's it. And if you don't get better, you didn't work hard enough. You get thrown out there. You better get a job. Go back to school. If you go back, you're weak. You wanted to. You didn't pray hard enough. You can do it. Discovery ID did a program. And it all centered around the owner, or the founder of Hookersfor. It centered around her. I couldn't figure out exactly what this program had to offer. Really nothing. The program was absolutely soulless for somebody who was supposed to have soul. She seemed empty. And seemed clueless to what was really going on out there. And I asked myself a few times, did she ever really check the backgrounds of any of these girls to find out who was legit and who wasn't? Did she ever find out whose parents were really destructive and who was not? No background checks were ever done. None. People were put on the air that shouldn't have been. And hurt some people that should not have been hurt. It was all for the ego of Lovett. Interesting. You cannot run a program where there's no counseling, no doctors, no people that are house mothers in a safe house, and leave a bunch of women who have just been taken off the streets alone with each other and not expect conflict. They will have conflict. That is why they're there. They're learning how to deal. These are real people. She was too busy out, from what I understand, getting her nails done, having her hair done all the time. I don't think the real reality ever hit her. She's been on 60 Minutes. She's been on many talk shows. And no one has ever looked into the background of Miss Lovett's girls and how they have recovered. and if they were in fact ever real prostitutes, and if their families were ever really abusive. Nobody. What's interesting is she just wanted to make a show. That's all she wanted. She got her show. But what she didn't get was accuracy. I've been out there for years looking for my child. Years. She's never had a child. She never knew what it was like. I risked my life. It could prove mine. Her Indiscovery ID did nothing. Nothing. Both of them ought to be ashamed. The program is lousy. Miss Leverett, I'm not done. I will talk more. I am humbled, though. I've been very humbled by your lies and the lies that were spoken by my own children.